Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. Now, it's a perfect 1000th birthday gift for the Thanjavur temple. The Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has asked the Archaeological Survey of India to stop the digging of bowels at the famous Tanjore Brihadeshwara temple. Further, the court has also said that any development activity cannot happen if it damages the 1000-year-old monument. In fact, the Thanjavur Temple Rights Retrial Committee filed a petition in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court against drilling of a bowel close to the sanctum sanctorum of the big temple in Thanjavur. Hearing the petition, the judges state the drilling of the bowel and any other development activity which might adversely affect the temple structure. Now, in the wake of increasing thefts reported by pawnbrokers and jewelry businesses, police in Chennai say soon security cameras at their shops will be a compulsory security requirement. Police say legislation to enforce the rule is under consideration. Salim tracks this development.
One, I'll say they're careless, and second thing, they're not sensitive to the job that they are doing. They're interested only in making money.
The police feel those are the main reasons for the increase in incidents of thefts in the jewelry business. To force them to take basic security measures such as surveillance cameras and insurance of valuables and properties, the police say a legislation is necessary.
Incorporating these elements in the legislation, that they should have security measures, they should ensure before they start a business like that. We will bring in, recommend to the government.
Recent high-value thefts in the state attracted police attention. In Viluppuram, jewels worth 1.5 crore rupees was stolen by robbers at a pawn shop. And in Madurai, a jewel trader was murdered and crores of rupees worth jewels were stolen from him. In both cases, basic security measures were ignored by the victims, which posed a challenge to the police. Police have clearly said security is the responsibility of the pawnbroker. They say put the basic security measures in place or face the risk of losing the license to run the business. In Chennai, Salim for NDTV Hindu.
Now, even as the thermal power production in the state sees a dip and power production is becoming a political issue ahead of the elections in Tamil Nadu next year, there's good news for renewable energy developers and people supporting clean energy. Tamil Nadu has now surpassed the 5,000 megawatt wind energy capacity mark, giving a major boost to investments in the state.
It was projected a few years ago that 3,500 megawatts is all the installed wind power capacity that Tamil Nadu has. But the latest figures are out, and Tamil Nadu now has a capacity of 5,055 megawatts, giving a psychological boost to investors and proving yet again that Tamil Nadu is by far among the most efficient states in renewable energy development, and the future is only brighter.
I think it's only going to grow because we have not yet reached saturation point. And we are still going in for substations in 8 locations for evacuating power.
See, these are like technical marvels, and of course we should give a credit to the government and the officialdom, which has been more proactive and very positive towards private participation and things like that.
The wind energy market has seen a lot of changes in the past few years, with government incentives decreasing, but the sector itself becoming profitable. And the focus now is on upscaling and mainstreaming clean energy.
It's absolutely clear. It says upscaling and mainstreaming renewables for energy security, climate change and economic development.
There is criticism, however, that wind energy is not being used during crisis situations in the state, and experts are looking at how to put this gold mine to better use. Ramanathan for NDTV Hindu.
Well, 2 days after the Environment Ministry rejected Vedanta's mining project in the Niyamgiri Hills, guess who came calling to gather all the brownie points? Well, it was none other than Rahul Gandhi, Congress General Secretary. He reached out to the tribals on what is supposed to be Adivasi Adhikar Divas. The Congress General Secretary, who visited Lanjigarh area back in 2008, thought this was a perfect opportunity to consolidate the Congress support base in this region, which had suffered quite a bit because of the Vedanta project, and also, of course, other regions in Odisha where POSCO is setting up mines.
अपने धर्म के बारे में आपको थोड़ा बताता हूं। मेरा धर्म ये है कि इस देश का हर एक व्यक्ति एक है, चाहे वो गरीब हो, अमीर हो, आदिवासी हो, दलित हो। और मेरा धर्म ये है कि जहां भी उस व्यक्ति की आवाज उठी जा रही है, जहां भी उस व्यक्ति की आवाज सुनी जा रही है, वो काम मेरे धर्म के खिलाफ है।
Well, don't lathi charge them, don't even fire at them. This seems to have been the message of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to the top cops who had assembled in the national capital. The point of reference, of course, were Kashmiri stone pelters. Now, stone pelting, of course, is becoming a big security issue in the valley, but Manmohan Singh seems to have said that go soft and use non-lethal methods to deal with these young people who seem to be taking to stone throwing.
Despite the curtailment of militant activities in Jammu and Kashmir, the public order dimension in the state has become a cause for serious concern. We need to revisit standard operating procedures and crowd control measures to deal with public agitations with non-lethal, yet effective and more focused measures.
In Andhra Pradesh now, an incident that comes as a huge embarrassment to the entire judiciary. Now, you'll be shocked after seeing these visuals on your screen in a bit. 5 judges were caught cheating at an exam. Now, look at this man. Now, this man was caught by the cameras. He had a book right under his paper and quite a bad attempt there to hide the book. Now, all of them, of course, have been suspended, and also the promotions criteria have been changed in case they do manage to clear the exam. On to Tiger Woods, who's also in big trouble, and the world #1 golfer admitted that his divorce with wife Eileen has affected his game big time. On the eve of Barclays, Woods said that the repeated questions about his personal life, the distraction of going through a divorce, and the sadness that goes along with it have made playing golf an almost impossible task.
Do you have any regrets?
What's that?
Do you have any regrets? Do you still love her?
Not the type of questions Tiger Woods normally faced on the eve of a PGA Tour event. But this magazine cover featuring his ex-wife Eileen meant the world #1 could not escape the questions about his divorce.
I feel a sense of relief or remorse after Monday, finally getting this thing that's been weighing on you for a while.
I don't think that's the word. I think it's just more sadness, because I don't think you don't ever go into a marriage looking to get divorced. That's the thing. That's why it is sad.
Eileen has been remarkably nice to Woods in the interview, even wishing him well, though she admits that she's hugely embarrassed at not having even a whiff of the affairs.
She's a little bit embarrassed that she had no idea, but she really had no idea. She also wants everybody to know that there was no violence inside or outside the home. This notion that she, took a golf club to her husband is false.
The $100 million settlement for Eileen is the second highest in the sporting world after Michael Jordan paid his wife $168 million. Sadly, in this case, there are 2 very young children involved.
Now, former, Indian all-rounder Robin Singh now dons a new hat, that of Robin Hood of sports. A man of few words, Robin, who was sacked as the fielding coach last year, has just launched the Robin Sports Academy in Chennai to enable promising sportspersons to excel in their chosen games without having to compromise on their education. In a freely going chat with the executive editor Sanjay Pinto, Robin says universities, Indian and foreign cricketers as well as karate exponents have pledged their support to his cause.
Wasim Akram stirred up quite a controversy there with his comment that Indian players are softies and they're talking about playing too much cricket. What's your take on this?
I mean, to be very frank, I hardly even thought about people's comment.
No, but do you believe, having coached the side?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've been involved with most of the cricketers. Everyone has their own style, own routines. And I think at the end of the day, you have to go out there and perform. And it's not about being soft or not being soft. For an individual, you have to go out there and put in your best effort.
Do you believe we are playing too much cricket? And do you believe that statement was justified, that we are playing too much cricket?
I can talk for myself. I can't talk for others, right? But if I had the opportunity to play for India, I wouldn't even think about talking about too much.
There's no question of an overkill of cricket.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I played for India, and I speak for myself, I mean, there was no question of too much or too little. You go out there, and when you get an opportunity to play for India, you go out there to give your best.
And of course, you can catch the entire chat of Robin Singh with our executive editor Sanjay Pinto on Off the Record at 10:30 tonight. So there's only one destination at 10:30 p.m. and that's NDTV Hindu. News and updates continue on the other side. That's all on this bulletin. Keep watching NDTV Hindu.